Hi beautiful, welcome to my channel. In today's video we are doing a New Year's look, and the theme for me this New Year's is soft glam. I'm actually going to do an eyeshadow look that I have already done. However, I never filmed it. I never gave you a tutorial on it. So I thought it would be fun to make a video with this specific eyeshadow look because I love it so much, and I think it is perfection for New Year's Eve. The palette I'm going to be using is the Natasha Denona Xenon palette right here, and I'm going to be focusing on these colors right here at the bottom. So I am very excited to start. If you're excited for a soft glam New Year's Eve eyeshadow look, then give this video a thumbs up and let's go ahead and get started. Hair is out of the face, and as you can see I did already do my eyebrows, so let's start with eyeshadow. And I do want to do eyeshadow before the rest of the makeup just in case there's like a little bit of fallout. I don't want anything disrupting the soft glam that is going on my face afterwards. So we are doing eyes first, and I am going to prime with my Rare Beauty eyeshadow primer, which is my absolute favorite thing in the whole wide world. If you want to shop for anything that I'll be talking about in today's video, everything is listed and linked down below in the description box, so feel free to grab your favorite products from there. This Rare Beauty eyeshadow primer has been my favorite ever since it came out. I just love the coverage. It's not too full coverage, but it does brighten up the whole eyelid area, and it makes it so eyeshadows blend so easily and so pigmented on top of it. I love it. So with my E24 from Sigma, I'm going to grab the shade Flurry down here, and this is going to be the transition shade, the crease shade for this eye look, if you will. So I'm just going to back and forth blend it all throughout the crease of my eye. Just back and forth blending right here. And let me just repeat over on this side, of course. Just back and forth here. And even though that color doesn't show up the most, it is what is going to give us the soft glam effect, because the next color is going to blend up beautifully into it. You can definitely see it all throughout the crease of my eye. It definitely has this beautiful cool toned tone to it, but once we put the next shade on, it'll really help blend it out. So that is that color blended out, and then the next shade is going to be Spoosh right here, which I'm grabbing with the E27 from Sigma. And I'm just going to start stamping Spoosh right on the outer third of my eyelid with my smaller blending brush. And then I'm going to start blending this shade into our crease color. And the fantastic thing about Spoosh is that it's like a very lightly pigmented dark gray type of shade, so it really gives you a lot of opportunity to build it up, and it doesn't become too much too fast, you know? So back with the big fluffy brush, I'm just going to make sure everything is blending nicely into one another, and then I'm going to move on to the other eye. And I'm going to, of course, just do the same thing over on this side, starting with tapping Spoosh on the outer third, and then moving up to blend it in the crease. Okay, so I'm going to leave it at this for now, and then I might go back later and intensify things a bit, but for right now, this is how things are looking. With my finger, I'm going to grab a bit of the color Skiff down here, and this is the star of the show for this eyeshadow look. This is going to give us all of the shimmer and shine for the center of the eyelid. So I'm just building it up with my finger all throughout the center so that it looks nice and intense and shiny and glorious. Here's what that looks like, and looking at it now, I do want to darken up the crease a bit later, so we'll get to that. But before I do that, I also want to define my eyelid a bit, so I'm going to grab the shade Stellar with my E57 from Sigma. And Stellar is fantastic for the inner corner and inner third of the eye. So I'm going to define my eyelid halfway through with it, just like so, blending it into my middle shade. And the same thing over on this side. So to darken up the outer corner a bit more, I'm going to grab the shade Night Sky here. This is like a satin finish type shade, and I'm just going to pat that color into the outer third of my eye back here, and then slowly build it into the outer part of my crease, just to bring a little bit more smokiness into this eye look. I wanted a soft glam, but I still wanted to be New Year's Eve-ish, you know? And so let me just repeat over on this side. Also, this eye look, once we do my complexion and all of this redness is gone, is going to look 10 times better. So just back and forth, blending back here. Loving the top of the eyes, and I only had like a teeny tiny bit of fallout back here, which I think I created myself touching my face. So let me just grab that and clean it up. I do want to use a bit of primer, so I'm going to grab this one here from Tatcha, the Liquid Silk Canvas. And I'm just going to dab and blend some right here throughout the center of the face. I love that primer because it just smooths out all of your pores so nicely. I do have a perfect foundation for New Year's Eve that I want to use, and it is the Very Valentino foundation. My #1 foundation of 2023. Definitely check out the foundation rankings video if you haven't already. I'm going to go with 3 pumps of it because I am going to use a sponge which kind of soaks in a bit of the foundation, but it's also my favorite way to apply it. So I'm just going to dab the foundation all over the face. My Valentino foundation shade is LN4, and I just love the natural, beautiful coverage, how it hides all of the redness and how it looks so freaking flawless on the skin. As my color corrector, I'm going to use a very nice and affordable one that I love from e.l.f. in the shade Peach, and I'm just going to generously apply right under my eyes down here. Even though I'm applying quite a bit of it, I'm only doing it on top of where I have like the dark circles. I'm not putting it everywhere. And with the tip of my sponge, I'm going to blend that in place, just dabbing it in place right there. Same thing over here. And once that color corrector is blended, it's time for concealer. I'm going to use my Tower 28 concealer in the shade DTLA. I think this is like light 4 or something. I don't remember. But it says DTLA and it says it on the website as well. Again, applying generously because this is a very lightweight concealer and it blends right in. It does not crease much. It hydrates my under eyes and I absolutely love it. So I'm going to do some on the center of the face as well, just like so, and blend it in with the sponge once again and just patting it all over where I applied it. Before I go on with powder, I'm going to use my Westman Atelier contour stick to define things a bit. I'm looking a bit pale and I have so little left of this one. I might have to repurchase soon. Time to blend that out. I'm just blending it in place right on top of where I first drew it. And I'm using circular motions to just kind of buff it in. Okay, the contour is blended. I'm looking alive again. And it is time for the Danessa Myricks Translucent Setting Powder. Well, technically it's the one that's like pink, not fully translucent, but it doesn't really look that pink. It just brightens really beautifully. So I grabbed some powder and I'm working it into the puff, getting any excess out, and then tapping it under the eyes, blurring away any pores. I love this powder. It is the best. I didn't do a rankings video for powders because I didn't try that many powders in 2023. But this is my #1 powder of the year. Just so you know, it is fantastic. It's super lightweight. It's not drying. It blurs all of my pores. Just fantastic overall. Before I start with the cheek powders and all of that, I am jumping back to my eyes and I'm going to use a black eyeliner in the waterline of my eye. This one is my black eyeliner from Glacier. And I'm applying a generous amount of it because I want to smudge it out. So with the pencil brush, I'm just going to back and forth diffuse the eyeliner between my lower lash line. And now that that black eyeliner is nice and smudged and a little harsh down there with the E27, I'm going back to the shade Flurry right on the tip, and we are going to smudge out the eyeliner underneath the eyes and further blend it down here. Soften things up, if you will. Take a look at the harsh versus blended out difference right there. Let me repeat over on this side. I'm going to curl the lashes real quick before I apply my mascara. And I'm going to coat my lashes with my Anastasia mascara that I love. Okay, mascara is on. I'm putting on a little lip balm that I'll take off in like 2 minutes just because my lips are so chapped. So I'm using this one from Lash that I really love in the meantime while I finish my makeup. And so here's what it looks like with just mascara on. This is a New Year's Eve look, no matter how soft glam I want to make it. So I do want to do some lashes. Not super out there lashes, but a little fluffy glam, if you will. So I'm still working through this amazing lash set right here from Kiss. And I think I'm going to go for the 423s down here. These seem very soft and very fluffy, so hopefully they'll look really nice and flattering. Oh yes, I love these. Nice and fluffy, just a bit more volume. Take a look. Lashes are on, take a look right there, and so the eye look is completed. Time for some bronzer and blush and all of that. And for bronzer, I don't want to do anything that is too warm. I actually want to keep it nice and cool tone, so I have the perfect powder bronzer. I think the perfect powder bronzer for the occasion is the one from M Cosmetics in the shade Slip. I just love this one so much. It adds color and definition. It's easy to use, it blends out amazingly, and it's nice and cool toned as well. So with a fluffy brush, I'm just slowly building and blending it on my cheeks and my jawline, and I'll do my forehead last. Okay, the bronzer is on and I am loving it. And for blush, since we're doing cool tones, I want to do a pink blush, and I have the perfect one. This one is from Too Faced. Check it out right here. I feel like this is going to look so beautiful. This one is the Cloud Crush blush in the shade Head in the Clouds. So I'm just going to grab a bit of it and from the back forward, start building and blending. Okay, that was a bit too much on the other side, so let me distribute. Okay, I love it. This is so freaking beautiful. I don't want to use a highlighter, but I do want to bring some glow to my cheeks. So I'm going to use my NARS blush in the shade Behave and kind of combine it. I feel like that's going to look good. So I'm going to tap it on the highlight spots. I know this is a blush, but just stick with me here. I just want to tap it on the highlight spots and then blend it in with my sponge, just like this, because this blush gives me the prettiest glow to my face. See right here, I just want to have that glow that makes me look youthful and plump and hydrated without having texture on my face. So I just wanted to try this and I like it. I like it quite a bit. So I'm just blending that blush on my highlight area, and now we have plump, hydrated looking rosy cheeks. I'm setting everything in place with my airbrush setting spray from Charlotte Tilbury. And it is finally time for lipstick and lip liner. So I'm going to grab my beautiful teeny tiny Natasha Denona lip liner right here from her My Dream collection and line the lips with it. In the center, I want to go with something nice and cool tones. So I'm going to use a pink gloss. This one is from Pat McGrath, my favorite pink gloss in the shade Prima Donna. And I'm just going to blend it into that lip liner. Oh my god. Okay, I'm fully done with this New Year's Eve soft glam look. I am obsessed with the way it came out. Is just as I pictured. So please let me know what you think in the comment section down below. What type of look are you planning to do on New Year's Eve? I would also love to know that, so let me know down there. This right here is kind of where my head is at this time of year. Absolutely love the way this came out. If you guys like today's video, don't forget to please give it a thumbs up before you leave. And if you want to grab any of the products I used in today's video, check out the list and the links down in the description box below. I love you all so much. Thank you for watching today's video. Happy New Year. Let's hope 2024 brings you everything that your heart desires. And I'm not even sure if this is going to be the last video this year, but just in case it is, I love you all so much. Thank you for watching. I wish you all of the best for 2024, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.